What's up guys, welcome back. Today is Sunday and I really have to catch up on work. I want to make sure you guys are ready for the next week. And let's get started with that day. I've been working pretty much all afternoon, and then next thing I know the sun is setting up for the night. Not even 4:30 p.m. right now. That's pretty crazy, but it's been a cool day. I'm pretty happy to have been able to plan everything out for the week as always. And what I want to talk about today is something that is kind of all my life right now, and it should be part of your life also. It's a framework that I came across the first time about from Jim Rohn. Basically, there are 3 steps to master anything in life, and that is as much for trading, as much for business, for pretty much anything you could think about. And those 3 steps are learn, practice, and teach. You need to implement all 3. If you skip one, you're not gonna get to the point where you want to be. And we see this like all the time, but you need to be able to do all 3 if you want to become as good a trader as you want to be. So learn is pretty simple. You can read books, you can listen to podcasts, you can read blog posts, watch videos. That's really easy, and most people spend all their time there into the learn part because that's the easiest one. Practice is where you come to the market and you test things. Either you're gonna trade a demo account for some time, you're gonna test things when you back test, you're gonna try to spot the chart, try to look at different markets, how they behave, how the thing that you learned kind of happen in the real market. That's practice. Only a fraction of people who learn actually practice, and so you don't have all the people who do learning that do practice, but some of them, like a fraction. And then there's the last part. The last part is teach, and that's where most people like completely forget and they don't do anything. You actually have to teach everything you learn, and that is very powerful. I saw that the first time that I started to teach people Forex, and that was in the beginning for free on my blog, and I saw a big difference in how much I understood my content when I started to teach, and I became much more clear about exactly what I had to do and what were my process whenever I was trading. And those things I didn't really think about before. I had like a plan and everything, I knew what I was doing, but until I started to teach, I didn't have it clearly in my head, and I would have to review it multiple times. But when you start to teach, that's where you start to live whatever thing that you're trying to accomplish yourself, and that is powerful. Most people believe that if you want to teach, you have to be like top-notch and you have to be the best at whatever thing you're teaching. And that's, for me, totally false. You're better off starting to teach trading to your wife or your kid or whoever is around you, your friends, than not teaching at all. As I said, if there's a fraction of people who move from learning to practice, there's a tiny fraction who move from practice to teaching. And that is where all the power lies. If you do all 3 things in the trading world, you're gonna see much more progress, and that's gonna be much more fast. So I encourage you guys, whatever you learn this week or whatever you've learned the past week, try to practice it and then try to teach it, in no matter what form that's going to be. Could be like you write a blog post, could be you shoot a video just for the fun of it, and you just talk with someone and you teach whatever you learned, whether that's going to be at the dinner table with your family or to a stranger in a coffee shop or someone you meet. It doesn't matter. But try to think about that framework as something essential. If you skip a step, once again, it's not going to work as effective. And I sincerely believe in that framework because I've seen it in multiple areas. People ask me now how to do videos. I'm not the expert. I can still teach, and I still learn much more myself by showing other people how to do it. And that is the key. So for the next week, pick that one area you want to become better at. And that could be like a small part of trading. Like, typical example could be identify support and resistance zones. Okay, that's an easy thing. But pick that thing, learn it, which means you read blog posts, read books, you come across different resources, watch videos. Then practice, which means go on some charts, try to identify the zones, try to go back in time, see if you can spot the zones without looking in the future. And then teach, which means get someone here, either someone around you, or just a quick idea here. You can go in the Facebook group I have, I'll put the link right above the corner, and let people know what you're willing to teach. It doesn't have to be super like built up and everything, it doesn't have to be super precise. You only teach what you learn. And trust me, whenever you teach something to someone, you're gonna see a big increase in your knowledge, even though you don't learn anything new. So I hope this is valuable for you guys. I hope it makes sense. It sure does for me. and I believe it's gonna help you a lot as long as you take action and you actually do the work. But give a like to the video if you liked it today. Comment below with your thoughts, your question. I want to hear them all the time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.